Hey, teacups. Welcome to another live episode of Tea with Teash podcast. I'm your host, Teash, and today we have Michele Bombshell, the makeup mother of Kansas City to Atlanta. Welcome her, everybody. How are you, sugar?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I was really excited about this episode, not only because it's you, but because we are considered family. And I know that Miss Kiva was supposed to be watching today, which is your mom. Love her down.
Yeah,
She was excited about this. So
yeah,
let's get into it. Now, you left Kansas City to pursue makeup on a larger scale, which you have really been killing it. You've been with Sheen Magazine for a little bit now. You've worked with Tamar, Jeezy, Drew Sidora, and a list of others. So, with that being said, how does that make you feel knowing that you are really, really, really stepping on necks out there?
I feel, when I think about the things that I've done and accomplished thus far, I feel blessed. I feel like that God will only place an opportunity that's for you in
Yeah.
your life. And a lot of the opportunities that I've come across have just been like out of nowhere. It's just like you being prepared. And when you're prepared, then you can allow God to kind of bless you and do certain things, because sometimes we're sitting here like, dang, when is this gonna happen, when is that gonna happen, but it's gonna happen
Mm-hmm.
when he feels like you're ready. So every call that I got, I was ready for, I was prepared for. I didn't have to do extra stuff to get ready for it. Like, so when I would just say that the opportunity comes from God, it comes from nowhere, and it just
Mm.
be like you look at your phone like, oh shoot, yeah, I can do it. And you just got to jump on the opportunity. I don't care if I have to do something, I'm canceling whatever I got to do, and yeah, I
Yeah.
can do it, I'm available. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, I love the whole momentum and the drop of a dime type of situation because sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
have to be ready so that you won't have to
Yeah.
get ready. And there's so
Mm-hmm.
many opportunities that are coming your way, baby. You can't say no to nothing. You got to get ready to
Correct.
get into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I know that I have previously spoke with you about your inspiration. I know that you have said that you watch a little bit of Patrick Starr do his thing on
Yeah.
on YouTube rather,
Hmm.
and another amazing makeup artist. Now, you did mention also that you may want to slay Eve next. I'm pretty sure you'll have it in the bag if you reached out. Have you tried to reach out?
I have not. I do. Like I said, I follow her actual makeup artist, like her that goes with her. But
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of celebrities have multiple makeup artists because sometimes your makeup artist isn't available, or maybe another celebrity got them. Unless you have them on retainer,
yeah.
then they gonna be doing makeup everywhere. So I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try, But
Okay.
yeah, I hop in her DMs.
Period. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have been to the Sheen Awards a many a time. What was that first time like for you? What did you feel like when you stepped in the room? Because you'll give them a nasty old look, seriously. And so when you get in there, you're amazing, literally.
Thank
Personality, face, everything. What was it like
you.
that first time around?
My first time I was there. This was before I was even working with Sheen. So my first time I was just going with my homegirl because she was working. She's been with Sheen for many, many years, and
Yeah.
so I went with her, and I'm just, I'm in amazement. I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking
Yeah.
at I get to like never been to like a real award show like that. And so I got to see, experience the different performances and all of that stuff. So it had good food, good
I
alcohol. It was
bet.
really a good experience. And so I was
Mm.
like, okay, this is nice. You get to, and you just network with people that are in the room, so that later on you could be the one on the stage, or you could be
Yeah.
the one working or whatever. So just then that's really what I did my first time. Like, I really, really networked, had a good time, and enjoyed myself. So
Okay, well, for you guys that don't know, Sheen Magazine is one of the biggest, illest magazines in Atlanta and surrounding areas. So y'all
yeah.
need to catch and make sure that you're following Michele so that you can get into all the action and all the activity. So you have contributed greatly to the Atlanta area as a rising makeup artist for a little bit of time now. Um, Other than Eve, can you think of anybody else that you would want to get together on the face? Hopefully, I'm one of them real soon since we trying to move to Atlanta next year. But I'm sure
Oh
somebody else that you want to get
yeah.
down.
Who else? Maybe I don't know if I wanted to. I guess get my creative juices flowing. Maybe like a Dolce or
Woo!
damn, the
That'd be
girl. She's
killer.
crazy. She does always crazy looks, but I can't. Her name slipped my mind. But yeah, I would definitely do be Dolce.
Doechii is nasty out here, honey. Like her looks from head to toe
Yeah.
literally kills them. And whoever's doing
Hmm.
her face currently, tens across the board
Yeah. So it
because
get creative with it. Yeah.
she shows out, don't she? Oh my
Hmm.
God.
Yeah.
So now let's see, how easy or hard is it to stay motivated when times slow down? Because like I said, we all get that boom of amazing clients, guests, all those types of things. But when your creative juices either stop flowing as often or as much in a setting, or times are just really slow for whatever reason,
Hmm.
how do you stay effectively motivated to just say, you know what, I'm gonna still stay with it because I've been doing it and I know the times are gonna change and turn
Hmm.
around, or are we
Hmm.
talking to God about it? What we doing to stay motivated?
We're definitely talking to God about it, and I feel like also just knowing that in my heart that this is my purpose and
Yeah.
the passion that I have for what I do, like it only comes from God. So I feel like it's not hard for me to stay motivated. Um, Even in my roughest times, I'm just like consistency,
Yeah.
keep going, and whatever is going to change, whatever's going to come from it, it will. And if
Mhm.
at any time God, if He felt like this ain't, you got a different path for me, I feel like He would put that on my heart, and
Mhm.
that's what I would be doing. But I have not seen the amount of success that I've seen, and then for no reason, and then the amount that I know, like it's gonna be way beyond this. So
Yeah.
I just it's more so just knowing that this is my purpose and staying prayed up and
Mhm.
following God instead of trying to lead myself and seeing what I see down here and just believing
Mhm.
what He is telling me spiritually.
I know that's right. So,
Yeah.
what is your go-to makeup products to ensure a perfect face? Because real tea. So, for my skin complexion, I think
Hmm.
that it's really hard for people to match my skin.
Okay.
And so I found something here recently. I think it was L'Oreal Perfect Match or something like
Hmm.
that. I said I did a
Hmm.
hell of a job because
Hmm.
I'm not a makeup girl, but I will definitely
Yeah.
try myself. And it
It,
looks like me. So what are your
ah.
go-to products where you like, you know what, I'm gonna get this, and this, and we gonna roll with it? Because a lot of girls out there want to know how to do their makeup. They just don't know what it takes to match their skin properly. So what you use?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the go-to?
And I need to, quickly, I need to, because I have digital or classes, virtual classes or whatever online, but I hear, you saying that a lot of girls don't know how to match themselves. So I was like, okay,
Yes.
maybe I need to do a little class, virtual
Yeah.
class for that little quick. This is how you find your shade type of thing. But
Yeah.
for me, my go-to products, I love, like out of all the foundations that I've used, I always come back to NARS. They're natural radiant. Well, yeah, I think it's natural radiant or long wear natural radiant, but
Hmm.
it's not a dewy foundation. It says it's radiant, but it's not really a dewy. It's like a soft matte, but it has the
Okay.
perfect amount of coverage and it still has you looking flawless without looking cakey. So
Hmm.
I love the NARS foundation, and then I love Estee Lauder's concealer. The double wear concealer is really good. I love their shade
Oh.
range, and it's
Okay.
the perfect amount of like warmth and neutral all in one. It's not too pink or too yellow. Like it's the perfect
Okay.
shade. And what else? Oh, my Morphe setting spray, like our setting mist. I love Morphe
Okay.
setting mist.
So
Like
it sounds like that's yours. Is that you? Is that from your brand?
it's not. That is
Okay.
Morphe is a big brand that they have everything. They have eyeshadows, but they do also collab with makeup artists a lot, and then they'll
Uh-huh.
do like a featured palette by this makeup artist or
Ooh.
this influencer, and so they do that a lot. And they're very affordable. So I think like the setting mist is $16, but like a typical palette, which would have a lot of colors, it may be like, if it's like a feature one, maybe $40, but it'd be like
Uh-huh.
25, 22. It's not nothing too crazy, but their products are pretty good. So I like their setting mist.
Okay, well, I'm gonna definitely try to tap into that because, like I said, sometimes your money just won't get it, and you can't expect somebody's price to come down because you ain't got no money.
Exactly. Yeah.
So in between that time, you need to figure
Yeah.
out what you can do to help yourself
Yeah.
because the price is the price, and you're gonna get what you pay
Hmm.
for. And I have seen your work, child, and I'm just like, you know what, whatever she calls, we gonna do it
Yeah,
because you're gonna get that finish that you're looking for.
for
No,
sure.
hands down. So run down the services that you provide outside of makeup. Now, I know that you have your own, I believe it's your own line, if you will, or your supplies
Hmm.
portion. So,
Hmm.
what is your, like, what else do you do outside of just your typical makeup? Is there something in
Yeah.
particular? Because I know you've been doing brows now. You done got into the brow game. So give us
Hmm.
a little bit of hype on that.
Yeah, so I do have my own lash and lip gloss and lip liners. I have those that line, and then I'll soon be adding on my brow products now that I am doing brows more.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just be like concealer sticks to go underneath the brow for just easy things to make people sharpen up their brows without having to do like a full application, or
Okay.
even if you don't know how to do brows. But and then brow pencils as well. So moving alongside to the
Ooh.
brows, I wax. So I'm a licensed esthetician. When I was in school, actually, I started with brows. I went to school for makeup, but brows became like my thing really, really quickly. And I started
Yeah.
tinting brows and I was waxing brows. And the school was sending all the brow clients to me. They'll be like,
Okay.
is Michele here? Like if I'm there, I'm doing the brows. And so, or, and then in the same with makeup, they would send me the makeup clients. And so, cause a lot of them were there for facials, they were
Yeah.
there for more skincare, and they were in like the other side was hair. So,
Okay.
and they didn't, anything else they was giving to me. And so then I did makeup because that's what I took off with first.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I kind of grew away from the brows, but then in between like one of those slow times, I'm like, I need to add another service. And sometimes you don't need to add a service, but sometimes you do need to just add
Uh-huh.
something that's consistent, because no matter how much my girls love how I do makeup and things like that, if you don't have either enough, so if you, first of all, they have to have events. So some of them don't wear like makeup every day.
Uh-huh.
Before, when I was doing makeup, I was doing a lot of strippers and dance, like girls going out and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So they getting their makeup done constantly. But when you not in that realm anymore, your clientele will also change. And so you need to have enough customers to keep you busy all the time. And
Yeah.
sometimes adding on a service that requires them to come back to you and be a repeat customer is what you're going to need to do. So I wax, I laminate brows, which is just the basically a relaxer on your brows.
Uh-huh.
Um, which you need to be careful with that if you ain't licensed, because you can burn somebody up, honey, because it is a chemical, and it is strong. It smells
Yeah.
like a relaxer. And then tinting, of course, and then I micro shade as well, which I just got my micro shading license maybe like a few months ago. I
Okay.
had that was a journey in itself. Trying to get to micro shading, and my dog in here being bad. But yeah, it was a journey. I did like 3 classes just to get to where I the person that I found, and that where I felt like I finally got it and had the confidence to go and tattoo my brows, and or tattoo by myself. And shout
Yeah.
out to my sister Fit Ree, who don't
Yeah.
matter the quality. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I first did them, I'm glad them
You
did
want
not
to test
stay.
do me? I'll be your test
Whew.
dummy.
Yes, and that's what it was. And I'm glad that did not stay, because after that, I was like, yeah, this is how they supposed to look. When I
Yeah.
actually did them
Yeah.
the right way, I'm like, okay, good. But yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
And then teaching classes, of course, and also I've done makeup classes, but now I'm kind of transitioning to doing more brow, starting with brow classes. So
Okay, because I saw you
yeah,
had Bailey B in there, honey. Was she scared to get her brows together? Because I didn't watch the
not
full
this
video. I
time.
was like, if she cry, I might cry. But I'm sure it
Yeah.
turned out good, though, whatever you did to him.
Yeah, so the very first time she came to me last year when we did
Yeah.
them, she cried like a little
Oh,
baby.
my
Oh shit.
God.
I'm like, no, now you're gonna have to do it because you asked for these, and
Yeah.
you're gonna go through with what you asked for. Now you're gonna learn. Be careful what you ask for, and you
Okay.
gotta stay committed to the end.
And you was
And
like, like, nope, ain't
yeah,
nobody getting up. We get ready to finish this.
yes,
I
yes,
loved it. I said,
yes.
I
It was
feel the gear.
my parents used to, if you start a sport and you get, I don't like it, oh, you gonna finish it out to the end of
Yeah.
the season at least, and then if you don't want to do it next year, you don't have to. You could choose a different
Yeah.
sport, but you will finish. You not quitting in between. And I'm like, should have never said I
Yeah.
wanted to do it, but
Right.
lesson learned. But
He was like,
yeah, she,
you asked, so we're gonna finish this, and then like you
mm-hmm,
said, next year you ain't got to do it again, but we're gonna finish this round because you
for
asked for it. And that's what we're
sure.
gonna do.
Yep.
Yes.
So she
Okay.
did. got her little wax. So yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
baby's growing up, so honey, I'm
Mhm.
sure it turned out really, really good.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
so would you come back home from time to time here in Kansas City to do a service if the price was right?
For sure. I wanted to come. Well, my plan, I was speaking with my sister, but it really
Yeah,
just depends on a lot of other things, but was to come home for and do like a brow tour. And I wanted to
yeah,
do it like towards the end of the year. I'm just trying to still get all the logistics and stuff together, but I wanted to do a full out brow tour. So it ain't gotta just be micro shading.
yeah.
You want your brows waxed, if you want your brows tinted, if you want your brows whatever, I'm just doing all brows, straight brow tour. And so I would definitely, if the customers, I promote it in time, and then
Yeah.
everything gets booked up and it's done properly. That's really what I would like to do. But I would definitely come back from
Okay.
from time to time.
Well, if you decide to, if and when, whatever it is that you want to
Hmm.
push off, I'll definitely promote it. And then I'll also be in the chair because
Yeah.
it's hard to maintain a good old brow because all of us
Yes.
girls that do not professionally know how to do no
Yeah.
brow can get that tip off of there. Now, mine finally grew back, but I want to be able to do my own
Yeah.
freaking brows, girl.
Yes.
So definitely, if
Got
and when you come back, and then
you.
I
Yeah.
make sure our girls know about it. I'll be like, my cousin coming back, so get ready. Sit, come on, you
Exactly.
too. Come
Exactly.
on.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
so what's next for you? Because you are doing so many amazing things. You're still learning. You're still building
Hmm.
your
Hmm.
portfolio. What else do you have your hands in that's coming up that we can share?
Coming up. Right now, like I said, I want to do this brow tour, so that would
Yeah.
be something to look forward to. So before that, I'm gonna do a virtual brow class,
Okay.
where I can, for people just all over, that they can join in and learn how to do a cute little brow.
Yeah.
But definitely for me, I'm kind of just leaning into more classes and just more teachings and restocking, like adding on the brow products and stuff like that, and I think for now that is like my real focus.
Yeah.
Pushing that brow because I really wanted to take off and do what it needs to do, and I see the potential in it. And I
Yeah.
feel like that is just the teaching portion. Like I'm always do services, but I feel like God is pushing me. Like when I do classes, I have so many people, even outside of classes, I just have so many people asking me questions about how do you do this, how do you do that, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
and I have no problem. I'll write you a long paragraph telling you exactly what to do, and you ain't have to pay me for it. But I
Yeah.
realize that people want to know what I got to say, and they want me to teach them. So I'm like, that's the path that I feel like God is kind of pushing me towards.
Absolutely. So, based on your journey thus far, from beginning to now, what advice would you give an aspiring makeup artist or someone that really wants to get into beauty heavily? What
Hmm.
advice would you give them? Kind of like a summary from A to Z. You
Hmm.
know how they have to get started. Definitely, we know the consistency is one of those things.
Yeah,
Just based on, like I said, what you've gone through, what can you share to advise?
yeah. I would say run your business like
Yeah,
it's a business because it is a business. I
yeah,
think when I was younger, I was just beating faces and collecting money, but I wasn't
yeah,
really running it like a business. Like you need to keep track of how many clients that you did, how many more do you need to get next week or for the next month to reach this dollar number, this figure.
yeah.
It's like if you can't just say I want to reach 1 million without actually having a plan to hit that million. And if you
Mm,
spending the money, just like a stripper, if you spending the money as fast as it come, it will go, and then
yeah,
you're gonna be looking like, But
right.
so I would say, for one, for sure, run your business like it's a business. Um, Stand on your prices, and have your prices match the quality of your work. Don't. When I first started, I was just
Yes.
not playing around, but I was learning,
Yeah,
and I was doing $25 faces. And my mama's, she has like a salon set up in her kitchen, like
yeah,
in her kitchen. I was having people come over doing $25 faces, and eventually it went up to 50. Now, the full glam faces around that time were $75, but
yeah,
still $25. You're like, I'm gonna go get my little face done and go. And um, after that, I went up to 50, went up to 75, and then get to whatever the prices are now. And but the quality of my work matched. So practice your craft. Um, and make sure don't let nobody talk you out of your prices or down on
Yeah.
your prices. If you have a discount, then let that discount stand, but don't let nobody make you give them a
Yeah.
discount when
Yeah.
they, especially when they came to you knowing what the price was. So
Mm-hmm.
no, you either save up the money or go find somebody else, and that's
Yeah.
how I feel about that. But and just stay professional. I feel like customer service has gone out the window for a lot of
Oh my God.
beauty professionals. So
Yes.
I feel like you gotta stay professional, and it's not customer. I feel like when you hear in the bigger stores, customers are always right. You know,
That's
it ain't that the
crap.
customers is always right, but you definitely need to put that your feelings to the side
Yeah.
and stick to the business, like
Yeah.
and still be polite. You know, you ain't gotta tell somebody they wrong
Yeah.
to be, mean or rude because you don't agree or you gotta be right. No, service the customer. They may not ever even come back. Service them. Be polite. If you have an issue, rectify it
Yeah.
in the most professional way,
Yeah.
and not because I've seen people cuss out they dang on clients and post it, and I'm like, well,
Girl,
she
I
was
hate
wrong, but
it.
you wrong too because you
Yeah.
were professional,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, those I would say top three. Run a business like a business. Your price is your price, and be
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
professional and have that customer service first mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's period on that.
yeah,
So I love how you said that, people will go off and get into it and then they will post their dissatisfaction on social media. I
hmm,
hate it. I remember Fantasia had did, I think she was on somebody's podcast, I'm not for sure, but she mentioned how people go after your business first
hmm,
point once you guys have a disagreement or whatever the case. And I think it's so distasteful
yeah,
and it's nasty to for lack
hmm,
of a better word because this is someone's livelihood
hmm,
at anywhere else, any other store or whatever that you frequent. And you definitely have to be careful, like you said, set everything up in front. Let's
yeah,
talk about it. Let's Because I don't want you to get here and then do that one thing that they do at the Asian nail shops. Well, you didn't
right,
say, and I come, and if we ain't doing that, and let me get this good old contract out. That way
mhm,
you can sign it and get on up out of here. But
yeah,
professionalism is key. I don't
yeah,
think the customer is always right. However, I can still address you and service you in a professional manner. And if
exactly.
you choose not to come back, good deal,
That's
sis.
on
Because
you.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
Thank you, girl, for coming. Have a good
yeah,
day and
yep,
be cool with
yep,
it. Be
yep. You
done
make
with
it
it.
hard for them to like. You can't even say I did nothing because I was polite. You
Yeah.
got your own issues. You working
Yeah,
on that ain't got
very
nothing to.
much.
Yeah,
Yes. Well, listen, honey. How can everybody book you, especially, well, obviously those in the Georgia area?
yeah.
How can you be booked,
Mhm.
and things like that, and whatever else you want to share with everybody before we exit stage left? What else do you want to tell them?
Well, you guys can book me at beautybymichelle.com. Michelle is Michel. And you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Beauty by Michelle. And yeah, those are all of my socials pretty much. I mean,
Mm.
I have a Facebook, but I don't really be on
Yeah,
it
we
like
don't really
that.
deal with
Forget
it.
Charlie.
Baby, because folks don't, you know what? And I wish that I could like put mine in hibernation mode on Facebook because ain't nothing
Yeah.
jumping over there. Ain't no
No.
big support over there. I think
Yeah.
that the main sites for you to really get some notice is Instagram or TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's where people
Yeah.
really watching or YouTube,
Yeah,
whatever. But
YouTube,
yeah,
and follow that too. Beauty by Michelle on YouTube because I do have a YouTube
because
and
you
I do
heard what she
post on there.
said.
Yeah, I do post.
Well, so really quick before we get out of here, what are some fun facts about Michelle that people may think they know, but they don't know, or they may want to know? What's a good
Um,
fun fact that you could think of?
Fun fact. I mean, I think that people already know I like a good turn up.
Yeah,
So I'm a good turn up and tequila girl. I'm a gamer. I love playing the game. I like
I
playing
could
games on
not
my
see
phone.
that.
I
I didn't know that. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm a gamer for sure. My sister be like, "What are you doing? You over there sounding like a boy." I'm like,
Okay, playing the hell out this game. Do you want to
yeah,
bet on it? What what's your
yeah.
favorite
Or
game to
I'll watch
play?
my dude play. I'll just sit there and watch him play the game, and
Yeah.
we talking stuff like that. But I got two fur babies. Well, I got three really. I got a adopted one from my
Oh
boyfriend.
Lord.
We got the two Frenchies and a Shih Tzu, and I don't know. Yeah, everybody know love my family,
Yeah.
and that's really it. Friends and all of that. Yeah, we fun. I like to stay connected, but I like to also be by myself when I want to be by myself, and
Yeah.
I don't
Uh-huh.
want to be bothered. It's just like
I
I'm in
get
for
it.
it. Yeah,
I
no.
get it. Yes. So do you deal with Grand Theft Auto? Because
I
I have
do.
questions. Baby, my sons had made me this real nice hot pink car some years ago. I think
Okay,
it's gone. I don't play, but
they
baby,
probably
I really get on there just to hear what the commentary is because they cracks me the
yeah
hell up. I said, ain't
yeah.
no way this should be that real. It's
No, it
funny.
it really is, and we've literally been waiting on pins and needles for the new one to come out,
Oh my God.
and it come out. I'm like, damn, I thought it was coming out this year. I done waited all
Okay.
last year for this year.
Not
They
pins
coming
and
out to
needles.
2026 fall. I said, nah, this is. But yeah, I love me some Grand Theft Auto. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since probably one or two, like the
Oh
first
my
one,
God.
like on the original PlayStation. Like used to be up all night with my brother playing the game. Like
Oh my God. Well, hey, if that's your comfort, ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at
yeah,
all.
sometimes life already stressful, so I just be needing something to kill a few brain cells. Out. Let me relax. I don't want to use my brain. I don't want to think nothing.
Okay.
You know.
Yes. Well, honey, listen, I'm super proud of you. I've
Thank
watched you
you.
grow and glow, and you killing it in Atlanta. We would love to have you back home in Kansas City from time to time. And
Yes.
just keep doing you, baby. Real quick,
Thank
check
you.
your nails, because I've been looking. And
Oh,
they
my
cute as
nails.
hell. Ain't they nasty?
Oh, thank you. My
I
nail tell
love
you the boy should be
it.
doing her thing. Miracle.
I
Well,
love
I'll
it.
let to shout her out, but I don't need nobody taking my spot.
Okay, she's like, I don't even want y'all to know
But
about it. I don't
stop,
gatekeep,
Charlie.
but I want to keep some things just for
Yes.
me.
Yes.
So, okay, I get it. Well, listen, that is all the tea we have for today. But as I tell everybody at the end of every show, I always make sure that you keep enough room in your teacups for new tea. And Michelle
Mm-hmm.
got to go. I got to go. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we got to go. Love
Yes.
you, girl. Thank you
Love
so
you.
very much for your
You're welcome.
time.
Thank you.
Yes, and have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.